court ferociously into center ice. The lead pass ahead for Deasley off the mark, chipped on the boards by Kalamazoo. Enrico Ciccone knocks down Deasley. Fans looking for a penalty, but Dan O'Halloran watches him passively. Here's Mario Tyre, dumps it in. Kalamazoo change up offensively, and Olsen plays for Salt Lake. This is the first period now, breezing along. 2-1 Eagles in the lead. Lead pass at center for Paul Cruz. Black off at center, and Gary Emmons able to waltz into the Salt Lake zone. The back checking for Salt Lake is Harkins, and the Golden Eagles take over. Richard Zemlak into the neutral zone with Paul Cruz. The pass in front. Now Zemlak holds on to the puck. Zemlak cuts it on goal. Shoot, stick save, Dick. As Zemlak made a couple of moves in the wings, we're able to play at the center. Here is the pass ahead for Zemlak off the mark, and DePalma plays for Kalamazoo. 5 minutes left in the first period. 2-1 Eagles. DePalma moving in. Wrapped around, thrown to the ice by Lessard as the play continues on left wing. The rookie, Corey Lyons, ahead for Rich Tournament. In across the line. Gets around Bruce Bell and on goal, but Dick able to pounce on top and hold on here in the first period. 2-1 Eagles, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Sorry, I should have cut in a couple of times there, but I was, yeah. It's a good game. I'm watching the game.
Brian, we're getting lucky in the game. It's very good. It's all right. Good. We're not the only ones. We're pleased to bring hockey to you here in Salt Lake City. The Golden Eagles holding to a 2-1 first period lead. Mark Bureau for Martin Simard as the puck is loose at the blue line, and the Wings play at the center. Had a fast-paced first period, 3 goals scored in the first 5:54. And we've had no scoring since that time, as the Daryl Olsen plays at the center, but broken up on the right wing by Steve Gottis into the Eagles territory. Wrapped off the puck by Daryl Olsen, and the puck is loose along the far side. Wings trying to jam it free. Jackson Penny hit hard by Mark Bureau. The fans delighted about that as Daryl Olsen plays it for the Golden Eagles. Here is Daryl Olsen, who's able to play at his center ice, and Mark Bureau able to break into the Kalamazoo zone with Martin Simard. The pass in front of the goal, but Simard can't get his stick on it, and the Wings take over on the right side. Priakin steals for Mark Bureau. He surveys the traffic, drops to the left wing point for Kevin Melrose. He had 3 points in the game Tuesday night, and the Wings able to play at the center, but Grant for Salt Lake smashes it right back in. Just under 4 minutes to go, first period. Here in Salt Lake City, the Eagles with a 2-1 lead over the Kalamazoo Wings, the first place team in the East Division. And back at his own side is Kevin Melrose for Salt Lake. Right side for Kerry Clark. Tries to bump it free for Rich Chernamaz, but blocked off on the right side. And Sean Chambers slams it right back in, and the whole play whistled on offside. With 3:41 to go, first period, a 2-1 Salt Lake advantage. And interesting, Warren Sharp was the starting goaltender tonight for the Golden Eagles. His backup this summer in the Goodwill games in Seattle was none other than Larry Dick, his opponent here this evening for the Kalamazoo Wings.
Well, that's quite a funny little story there, Mike, but Larry Dick obviously is very capable of being a starter goalie for any team, but he's a heck of an asset to this Kalamazoo Wings team.
Here is the puck loose for the Kalamazoo Wings as we have 3.5 minutes to go. First period, a 2-1 Salt Lake advantage. And Ed Courtney steams into the Salt Lake zone. Right side for J.F. Quintin, being hounded in front, but Sharp was able to cover up and hold on with 3:22 left in the first period of play. Sharples coming off his second professional shutout, a 5-0 win against San Diego this past Saturday. Earlier shutout to Kansas City at Kemper Arena, so he's the leader in that department for the Salt Lake Golden Eagles.
Well, he's playing outstanding hockey. His confidence level is way up right now, Mike, and he's really enjoying his time out on the ice.
Face-off will be in the Salt Lake zone to the left of Warren Sharp. Well, Salt Lake outstanding at home. Salt Palace has been a very, very fun place for the Golden Eagles. They've gone 8-0-1 in their last 9 games, 13-1-1 in their last 13. So home ice advantage has been very strong for the Golden Eagles. They're 21-9-2 overall at the Salt Palace. That is third best of all the teams in the league. Here is the Golden Eagle forward Richard Zemlak, able to play it right back to the defense, and The forward Lappin for Kalamazoo works into the Eagles territory, but Richard Zemlak able to play it for Mark Bureau into center ice. His Corey Lyons in the slot area. The pass to Lyons a little bit off the mark. At the point, Grant fires wide as Peter Lappin for Kalamazoo able to gain possession. Under 3 minutes to go in the opening period. 2-1 Salt Lake. Here's Larry DePalma in the slot. Shoots high over top the net. The rebound bounces in front to Palma, unable to gain possession. And Lyons up the middle for Mark Bureau. Here is Mark Bureau ahead for Zemlak, and a goal. Shoots it just wide. And the former Pittsburgh Penguin Zemlak into the far side for Corey Lyons. Lyons bumps it for Mark Bureau. Back to the right wing point for Bucyk. He turns, shoots one, and a stick save by Dick. I think he perhaps was looking to pass the puck, then shot it as it's cleared to center. And Olsen for Salt Lake on right wing for Deasley as the Eagles change up offensively. Cruz now for the Golden Eagles. The rookie for Salt Lake, 20 years of age. Back of the net, Harkins after it, but taken by Kalamazoo, and Lappin on the right side.
Well, the score's a little bit different from Tuesday night, but I'll tell you what, the refereeing isn't at all any kind of different, Mike. He still hasn't called a penalty yet.
Here's Cruz for Salt Lake into the corner for Deasley as the Wings trying to chip it free. Bucyk in front, Deasley shoots, stick save Dick, and he holds on as the Eagles have a good scoring chance in front of the net. 2-1 Salt Lake, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Can't believe this guy hasn't called a penalty.
I know, he doesn't want to.
Oh, guys are just getting raped out there, and he's just letting everything go by.
Where's that cough switch? No, I'm just kidding. We're back at the Salt Palace, the Eagles and the Kalamazoo Wings from Kalamazoo, Michigan. Eagles Todd Harkins in across the line. Works against the defense, and Chambers tries to center one loose in front. They score! One of the craziest goals you'll ever see as it bounced around in the slot. And with 1:31 left in the first period, it is a 3-1 Salt Lake lead. Larry Dick is distraught in the Wings goal.
As we pick up the action, we see Harkins just dumping in front. Dick gets a stick on it, but it bounces off the defenseman or Paul Cruz. Hard to tell on that angle, but just rolled right over Dick's shoulder. He didn't have an idea where the puck was, and it went in behind him. Here it comes to Dick. Lets it go right off his defenseman's pants, right over his shoulder and into the empty net.
Paul Gerard hits, and Todd Harkins gets credit for the goal.
Well, Todd Harkins will get credit for the goal because he was the last Eagle to touch the puck before it went into the net, even though it went off Kalamazoo Wings' pants to score the goal.
Harkins scores his 10th of the year from Cruz, Paul Cruz and Kevin Melrose. 18:29 the time of the goal. And a crazy one, but the Eagles will take it. They're up by 2 at 3-1. Here's Kerry Clark into the wing zone. Shoots, and Dick able to catch it. He holds on with Clark and Sweeney barreling in there. And the Golden Eagles with a 2-goal advantage. And boy, those are the tough ones for the goaltenders when they go in like that.
Well, you just have to forget about those ones, Mike. From a goaltender's point of view, you can't dwell on the fact that it was a lucky bounce. That's all it really was. Let it go. It's happened. It's already up on the scoreboard, and nothing can be done about it now. So just start thinking about the next play.
By the way, Darren Banks, Andrew McKim, Scott McCready, and C.J. Young, the scratches tonight for the Salt Lake Golden Eagles. As the Eagles take over in the slot, Clark shoots, he scores! Kerry Clark takes the pass in the slot, and boom, he slams it behind Larry Dick. 1:05 to go, first period. And the product of Saskatoon to the Western Hockey League, Kerry Clark gives Salt Lake a 4-1 lead.
Well, Clark takes the pass from Sweeney, and he throws it right upstairs. An outstanding shot by Kerry Clark to beat Larry Dick. But face-offs have been such a big key for this Eagle team and their run of string of victories that they've put together. They're really controlling the draws in the offensive zone, and right there we saw Tim Sweeney pounce on the puck. He made a quick spin to create a little bit of time and space for himself, and he found Kerry Clark wide open in a slot, and when he got the puck, he made absolutely no mistake.
Tim Sweeney on the assists. Kerry Clark is 14th of the year, and the Golden Eagles have a big 3-goal cushion.
Boy, Kerry Clark not noted to be a big goal scorer. He's more of a bruiser, but he's racking the numbers up this year.
Kerry Clark at first Salt Lake. He's 4th in the league in penalty minutes, but scores his 14th of the year, and the Eagles with a 4-1 lead. Now under a minute to go in the period, and Kalamazoo control the puck on the left wing side. Wound into the neutral zone, and Daryl Olsen has to spin back for the Salt Lake Golden Eagles. The Eagles have now scored 11 goals the last 2 nights against Kalamazoo, as Paul Gerard able to whip it right back of the goal, and Rick Lessard plays for the Salt Lake Golden Eagles. Lessard able to outlet the pass for the Soviet player Priyak, at center for Mark Bureau. Able to scoop it right back into the Wings territory, and Paul Gerard able to play it on the left wing side. The Wings take over into center, and Jackson Penny, the rookie for the Wings, in across the line. Drops it for Paul Gerard. Can't pull the trigger with the puck deflects wide. 8 seconds to go in the period. Mark Bureau for Salt Lake, able to dart to center. 3 seconds to go. Puck is loose on right wing. Gerard for the Wings shoots it right back in, and the buzzer sounds signaling the end of the first period. And the Golden Eagles explode for a 4-goal outburst and a 3-goal cushion, 4-1 after 20 minutes of play. And Randy Bucyk, outstanding hockey here at the Salt Palace.
Well, some outstanding action here tonight. The Eagles jump out to an early lead. 4 big goals in the first period. Who would have thought? Last game was a low-scoring affair, especially in the early going, but the Eagles have really found their offense. They were caught a couple of times in their own zone. Warren Sharple's out of position, but his defense really stood up strong for him, and really held in for and covered up a couple of mistakes there, and they were able to hold this high-scoring Wings team to only 1 goal, Mike.
15-8 shots on goal favor of Salt Lake, and Mike Runge is down with head coach Bob Francis here at the end of 20 minutes of play.
Thank you, Michael, and what an exciting first period with Coach Bob Francis. Bob, the Salt Lake Golden Eagles for the year have been, and for a long time, have been known as a hard-hitting club, but when you get a club like the Kalamazoo Wings, you're skating with them and you're beating them with their own game.
Well, we wanted to dictate the tempo, Mike. We wanted to attack their zone with a lot of speed and make things difficult for the defensemen. And we get the opportunity, we want to drive wide hard with it. If we don't, we want to get it deep, make their deep pay the price by taking the body, and the guys are doing a good job of that right now.
How can you explain a man like Kerry Clark comes in here as a known enforcer, and he's scoring goals for you?
Well, that's just it, Mike. I think in the past teams, he's been known as an enforcer, like you said, and he was asked to play a role, and he wasn't given much chance to play hockey, and he's a heck of a hockey player. He's got good speed, he knows the game well, and he's complimenting our team right now.
You're moving well, Bob. Good luck in the second period.
Thanks, Mike.
Coach Bob Francis, back up to you, Mike Barrick.
Mike Runge, thank you very much. The Golden Eagles with a 4-1 first period lead. We'll be back with our between periods activities in just a moment.
I'll throw it to news. Okay. Right. You got it. Okay.
Is this on any kind of a satellite feed?
No, it is a microwave just locally.
A month long of it.
See, that's the whole thing. If it had gone, if we had played San Diego,
Right.
then it would have gone on the satellite. But because
So
it's
when we're talking, nobody can hear what we're saying.
no, not like that one game. That's too bad because I know a lot of people.
Mike Runge hear what we're saying right now?
I don't know. Mike, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Yep.
Next player we get, we'll put him on this side and you on this side.
All right. No problem. Who's giving it to me? I come right from the studio. Does Barrett give it to me? All right. Okay, Brian, but who am I taking it from? I'm taking it right out of this break? Okay, I can't hear anything now, so you're going to tell me. All right, pal. I can hear it now. Just take it out of the commercial? Okay, all right. I'll try to quit moving, Rick. I'm fine.
Good try, big guy, good shooting. Nobody goes away empty-handed at the world-famous first period puck shoot. And out of the ice right now.
Mike Runge ringside at the Salt Palace in Salt Lake City, Utah. Golden Eagles taking on the Kalamazoo Wings, the leading club from the Eastern Division. The Eagles are hot tonight. It's a 4-1 lead for the Golden Eagles. Well, there's a lot of fun down here at the Salt Palace, but let me tell you, there's a lot of action in the world. Let's go back to KXLV's news department, and we'll find out what's happening in the Persian Gulf. We'll be right back.
CNN Headline News. I'm Lynn Russell. The White House is moving quickly to set a time and a place for ceasefire negotiations between the victorious allies and Iraq. During a meeting with Kuwait's ambassador to the United States, President Bush said Baghdad has agreed to appoint top
Yeah, am I supposed to
military
introduce the
commanders
Bureau
to the
Samard
negotiating team.
package? Now, do I stand up at the camera, or what do I do? Okay.
So I got a few minutes here then, eh? You don't need me.
Ambassador estimates their numbers
Okay.
at 22,000. The president says other issues also are going to have to be addressed.
They have met this one condition, which is very good. They've met it promptly, and that is that we're going to get together, send high-level military representatives, and we are going to get back our POWs, and we're going to do it fast. And we've got a few other matters of urgent concern that will be resolved fairly.
When sports fans think of hockey tradition, when can
determination that our fighting forces have showed.
The Allies estimate Iraq lost as many as 4,000 tanks in the war. American losses, 2. In the biggest tank battle of the war, and the biggest since World War II, American units supported by British and French forces smashed 2 fleeing divisions of Republican Guards and their Russian-made tanks in more than 2 days of fighting. Today, U.S. forces are blowing up abandoned Iraqi tanks, and at least one serviceman thinks the fighting should not have stopped.
I think we should totally eliminate his army. I mean, totally eliminate him. Because if he continues to have an army, then he continues to be a threat somewhere. And I don't want my children or grandchildren or great-grandchildren coming back to this region and fighting against Iraq again.
U.S. commandos say the American embassy in Kuwait is livable. Before they entered the compound today, an Army Special Forces team used plastic explosives to get through locked doors. Bomb-sniffing dogs were taken around to detect any Iraqi mines or booby traps, but none were found. The new U.S. ambassador is in Saudi Arabia.
Randy's
They go
not
to
right here.
Kuwait tomorrow.
No. Are we not going to do the... Okay, that's what I thought. Which goals are you going to show? All? Randy, wait a minute. That was... No, the last one was Clark. That was not the last one there. No, that was the second or third one. No, he's not going on this time.
Okay.
No, he's not going on. You're not going on right now.
I'll hold it then. Where are we going to do the...
Oh, okay. You're going to need a... I don't think you're going to be in this... No, all I'm doing on this one is introducing the package, and then he will come. We're going to need... We need another usher to make sure nobody comes up here either. What's that, Brian? Okay. All I'm going to do is just say, Mark Bureau, Martin Simard have been out. Right. Sure, I understand. Understand. Welcome back, everybody. Hi from the Salt Palace. This is Mike Bucyk. Salt Lake Golden Eagles have a 4-1 lead over the Kalamazoo Wings. The Eagles out shooting Kalamazoo 15-8 in the opening period and playing outstanding hockey. The Golden Eagles have won 13 of their last 14 games and are flying high in the West Division. One of the reasons for the team's success the past 3 seasons, the play of 2 players, Mark Bureau and Martin Simard. They've been outstanding. They play in a line together this season with Tim Sweeney, and we had a chance recently to profile the 2 players, the 2 Frenchmen, Mark Bureau and Martin Simard. When sports fans think of hockey tradition, one can hardly fail to mention the Bleu Blanc Rouge of the Montreal Canadiens. Hockey followers in Salt Lake City have been blessed the past 4 seasons with 2 flying Frenchmen of their own, Mark Bureau and Martin Simard. Stolen, however, by Mark Bureau, and O'Donnell shoots, he scores! Mark Bureau! Mark Bureau's play has steadily improved since his first season. Signed as a free agent by Calgary in May of 1987, Bureau's ice time has improved dramatically since his rookie year, and his point totals have steadily increased. This season, Bureau is on his way to surpassing last year's figures of 43 goals and 91 points while contributing on the power play and penalty killing units.
I think I have a great year with Stéphane Matteau and Tim Sweeney last year. I think I was a career high at 91 points, and I got injured for a 12 game at the end of the season with eye injury, but I think it was my best year.
Bureau's popularity in Salt Lake is due in part to his flashy play. Although a tenacious checker, Bureau has a flair for the net. He holds the Eagles' record with a prodigious 8-point performance December 13th of 1988 against the Indianapolis Ice. Like Bureau, Martin Simard also hails from the province of Quebec and was signed as a Calgary free agent. However, Simard's style can be described as a thumper and grinder, causing havoc in front of the net and to his opponents along the boards. His first year was one to remember, as he racked up a whopping 281 penalty minutes and 100 more in the playoffs. Although the penalty totals have gone down, his point totals continue to escalate.
I came in Salt Lake and I wanted to make a name again because I had a good name as a fighter, as a tough guy in the junior. So I fought a lot. I fought almost every game, and now I'm playing on the power play and killing penalty, and I mean the points are coming better, and I'm not in the penalty box anymore.
Both Bureau and Simard have seen the bright lights in the National Hockey League. Bureau's first NHL game was last year, and then received a call again this season for a 5-game stint.
Well, I think last year was, was the first time I went to NHL. It was, exciting to go there and play the game. And when you're a kid, you wanted to play for Montreal Canadiens. But after, I think when you're in the pro hockey, I think it doesn't matter which team you're going to play for. You just want to go National League.
Simard's call was unexpected, since he had never received a shot in the past. But for 16 games this season with the Flames, Martin received his opportunity and made the most of it.
Just a dream come true. You go in there and you see all those big guys you work, you look at the TV and you see them, then you go in the dressing room and they're all there looking at you and talking to you. The guys helped me a lot. I mean, they just told me to keep it simple and don't do anything fancy, and that's what I did, and I think it went pretty good.
Both Bureau and Simard look forward to the future and for a chance in the National Hockey League. But until that time, fans in Salt Lake will continue to be impressed by the exploits of the 2 Frenchmen, Mark Bureau and Martin Simard. And 2 players that have been outstanding for the Salt Lake Golden Eagles, Randy Bucyk, Mark Bureau, and Martin Simard, impact players again this year.
Well, they both had outstanding careers at this level. They have a lot of potential to go up to the NHL, and they're very huge prospects for the Calgary Flames.
Well, the Golden Eagles, of course, up 4-1 here. Great first period, and we'll take a look at the first goal for the Salt Lake Golden Eagles, Tim Sweeney for Salt Lake.
Well, as Chernomaz crosses the blue line, he spots Sweeney on the far side, who fights off his check and is able to get a good handle on the puck and lifts it high over Larry Dick's blocker glove.
And the Golden Eagles, of course, playing outstanding hockey, and they scored 3 other goals in the period, and of course one of them was a real strange one as it bounced off of the Kalamazoo player behind Larry Dick.
Well, as Todd Harkins goes wide down the wing, he just wants to throw it out in front of the net, but Larry Dick gets a stick on it to deflect it, but it bounces in off of Gerard's pants over top of his shoulder. He doesn't even know where the puck is right now, but it went in off of his own defender.
And how about Kerry Clark, the guy from Saskatoon of the Western Hockey League in his first year for the Golden Eagles? He's rough, he's tough, but he scores the 4th goal on a beautiful play in the slot.
Well, a big key by Tim Sweeney to gain that puck off the face-off, makes a quick spin and finds Clark in the slot, and Kerry Clark made absolutely no mistake when he got the puck. He threw it high over the glove of Larry Dick.
And Randy, the Golden Eagles have a 4-1 lead at the end of 20 minutes of play, out shooting Kalamazoo 15-8.
Well, I'm sure they're feeling pretty comfortable right now with this 4-1 lead, but that's no reason for them to let down. The Kalamazoo Wings are a very tough fighting team, and they're not going to quit yet.
Golden Eagles scoring the first 2 goals, the Wings cutting the lead, and then the Golden Eagles scoring the last 2 to take the 4-1 advantage.
Well, very important for them to score those goals in the latter part of that period. It gives them a lot of momentum going into the second period, and they're going to need a lot of wind in their sails.
Well, the Eagles up 4-1. Glad you've joined us here tonight. We'll have the second period of play in just a moment. This is Salt Lake Golden Eagles hockey.
That's fine. Mike can't see a goddamn thing without his glasses, Brian. Yeah, just after they score them, just bring it up here because we can't hear the announcement.
That's fine. Well, you know what, Brian? That's why I recapped it very slowly, because I couldn't read it anyway. Well, I saw it on the monitor, but I decided there was so much goals and assists that I just would recap it very generally. They could read it on the... but I still couldn't see it. I see what you're saying. I understand. Okay.
We're not going to be on camera now, are we? Okay. 2 minutes. They'll be out in about half a minute.
Yeah, just take some shots of the players. We'll talk about something.
They'll be out in about. Good.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Salt Palace in Salt Lake City, Utah. Our thanks to Channel 14 Television and, of course, the good people at KMGR AM 1230 and KLO in Ogden, Utah on the Golden Eagles radio network. Glad you've all been able to join us here tonight. And Randy Bucyk, how about the Salt Lake Golden Eagles? They have scored a total of 78 goals in their last 15 games, including 4 in the first period. And Bob Francis has stressed strong defense, but I'll tell you what, the offense has been a factor in this streak as well.
Well, it's long been said, Mike, that the best offense is a good defense. When you can play good defensive hockey in your own zone and keep the puck out of there, no doubt you're going to gain a lot of offensive scoring chances through that type of play.
Now the Wings down by 3 at the end of one period of play. How do you think they feel right now as the Golden Eagles take the ice with Warren Sharples leading the charge from the corner to the left of the Kalamazoo goal, getting a great hand from the fans here in Salt Lake after that tremendous 4-goal first period. But the Wings have to be down. What's the attitude among the Kalamazoo players and also for Salt Lake? Up 4-1, do you think a little bit of overconfidence, or do you think they'll keep up the skating as they have through 20?
Well, the Eagles can't afford to be overconfident. They can't be complacent with a 4-1 lead right now because there's so much time left in this hockey game, and the Kalamazoo Wings are a very, very explosive club. They have the capability to score 5 goals in one period, so you just can't sit back on what you've already accomplished. You have to keep building on it, Mike. But I think that they're happy with that period. They really dictated their tempo, and they made the Kalamazoo Wings play their style of play. A lot different than Tuesday night, where it was more of a freewheeling, easygoing type of game. Tonight we see the Eagles really throwing their weight around a lot and slowing down this Kalamazoo team.
Right, it's not too often fans get a chance to see the Salt Palace. The capacity for hockey, 10,700, a little bit different than, of course, when the Utah Jazz are here at the Salt Palace. Kind of a different atmosphere and flavor for a hockey game as Bob Francis looks for his team's 38th win of the year. But I think a tremendous crowd here tonight, and they've witnessed a good hockey game with the Golden Eagles scoring 4 in the opening stanza.
Well, this is really a fun arena to be a spectator in and watch the game. There's no bad seat in here. Everybody gets a good look at the ice surface and can see how the plays develop. As the stands go up, everybody is right on top of the action. You're not far away, and nobody is really put off to the side here. So it's really creates for a good atmosphere here.
Rick Lassard taps Warren Sharples, and the goaltenders like that, don't they?
Well, just a little bit of confidence. Their defense say, hey, we're here for you. And oddly enough, Warren Sharples needed his defense a couple of times that period. He was caught out of position, but his defense were there to clear the puck.
Well, Mark Bureau, who we featured between periods with the Martin Simard and the Soviet-born Sergei Pryakin, born in Moscow. Well, the Golden Eagles have possession of the puck as it's cleared to center, and the Wings, Sean Chambers, able to play it right back in, and immediately it's whistled down just 8 seconds into the second period. A 4-1 Salt Lake lead. Sergei Pryakin, Tim Swinney, Todd Harkins, and Kerry Clark. First period goals. Gary Emmons for Kalamazoo. The face-off will be just inside the blue line to the left of Warren Sharples.
This game could be a lot closer in score, as I mentioned before, had it been for a couple of bounces on the wing in the Wings' favor. One bounce off of their defender into their net, nullify that one. It's 3-1. They got a couple of bounces at the other end. They could have racked up 2 or 3 goals themselves.
Here we go on the right side, and the Golden Eagles gain possession of the puck, and Darrell Olson swings it right back in. Larry Dick, who was born in Winkler, Manitoba, able to leave it for another Manitoba native, Paul Gerard. He is tied up. Eagles into forecheck. On the right side is Mark Bureau. Centers in front. And the save by Larry Dick as Pryakin was in the slot. Now Mark Bureau at the right point, holding on, swings it right back to the right of the goal for Pryakin. Hands it for Martin Simard. Here is the Eagles. Simard for Bureau, back of the goal, tries to center one, but Peter